Hey everyone, Sleepy here. I know it's been a while, but it's the end of September, so it's that time of the year again. It's time for our annual How to Hang Christmas Lights on Stucco, where we endeavor to find the ultimate way to temporarily hang your Christmas lights or any other holiday decor for that matter. So obviously the point of this is to come up with something that's easy to use, provides awesome holding strength, but also doesn't damage anything. In other words, temporary. So you can use it in places that, well, you don't own the place. So kind of self-explanatory there. We have a bunch of new contestants plus some returning champions. So let's get to the lineup. Okay, here's our lineup. As you can see, we have a assortment of 3M's VHB tapes, starting off with $49.91, $59.25, $59.52, $49.50, a returning champion, $49.10, plus this VHB wannabe that I got off Amazon clearance. Joining us this year, from a suggestion that I saw online, was to try museum wax. Honestly, I'd be surprised if this works, but we'll find out. If you don't know what that is, it's used by museums to stop things from falling over during earthquakes. Or an occasional cat, but yeah. We also have Starbond Medium and Thick CA glues. Obviously, I've used the medium in the past with great success, so I have a bottle of Thick and we're going to try it with the 3M command strips that are made for wet environments. So in the years past, I've also used this Duck brand tape, whatever this kind of sticky tape is. This is a T-Rex super glue tape. Tried this last year, didn't work. I have also used magnets very successfully in the past, but I'm not going to do that again this year. And one thing you might notice is that I don't have hot glue out on the table. This is the second time I have filmed this video for this year, and I did include hot glue in the first one. Yeah, I will include that take later in the video. Yeah, I don't recommend hot glue unless you really are sure about what you're doing. Yeah, let's just say I had to make some stucco repairs. So obviously, as we're getting set up for this experiment, I have gone ahead and cleaned all my command hooks with isopropyl alcohol. I've also had and labeled them so I know what I'm measuring. I've also cleaned the stucco surface with isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to do this right above the garage door like I do most of my experiments over the years. And this year I did get fancy by picking up a force gauge meter, whatever you want to call it. So basically all we're going to do is hook this on to the clip. I'm going to use a zip tie and just yank down. So the goal here is if we can exceed 10 or 11 pounds, we're doing pretty good, because that's about when the clips start to bend. So if the force of us pulling causes the clip to bend before the tape, then I'd say we're pretty good. I did do a little bit of an experiment off camera where I took some Christmas lights and I measured its how much force it was actually going to if you put it really tight. So I just did it across my garage, and it was like a pound. So it's hot in here, so you know what? I'm going to go set up because I don't think you need to watch me do that. Okay, I have all 9 contestants securely, well, we're going to find that out, to the stucco right above my garage door. As you can see, I also put zip ties on each of them because as we approach that 10, 11, 12 pounds of force, the clips will bend back and then it will just slip off. So trying to keep it, my force gauge, on the clip long enough so we can get a destructive test. But like I said before, if we can get past 11 or 12, you're pretty much good to go. So let's actually let these marinate in the elements for a little bit. The first go around, I actually let these sit for a few days, but after pondering about that, it's not really a real world application of these for the current situation that we're dealing with. How many times do you put up all 100 hooks, wait 48 hours, and then come back for your Christmas lights? No, you might not even know exactly where you're going to put your Christmas lights until you're up on the ladder. So we're going to do this a little more realistic, and I'm melting, so I need a break. So I'm going to give it an hour and come back, and maybe move my wife's truck so I can have a better vantage point. But yeah. Okay, it's been a few hours, so let's get to it. First is going to be the 4991. £25.1 pounds. Clip failed. Next up is 59.25. $11.3, and the clip did pull off. No damage. Next up is 59.52. $15.1. Clip tripped off the stucco, but it doesn't appear that there's any damage. 49.50 is next. £16.3 pounds. The clip did come off the stucco, but there's no damage. Next up is 49.10. £11.3 pounds, and didn't rip off without any damage. Next up is the unknown stuff off of Amazon clearance. Didn't even show up. Next up is the museum wax. £3.7 pounds, which is actually more than I figured it was going to do. But it did leave me a mess that I have to clean up. Okay, next up is the Starbond Thick CA glue. £12.6 pounds, no damage. And last but not least is the Starbond Medium CA. £10.9 pounds, no damage. The 59.52 may have done a little bit of damage to the stucco, along with the 59.25. I'll inspect a little closer off camera, and then I'll zoom you guys in, take a look. But other than that, the 49.91, I'm impressed. So let's see how hard it is to actually get off, because that's the ultimate thing here. That was ridiculously easy. I am truly impressed by this new champion right now. But yeah, obviously the wax is a mess, and the 59.52 is also left a mess. But yeah, let me clean up and I'll zoom you guys in. Okay, folks. Experiment, we're here, and here's where the wax is, and I cleaned up a little bit, but it's still a mess that I'm just gonna have to do. But after taking a Q-tip and rubbing through the 59.25 and the 59.52, it turns out there was just residue. There's no damage. Now, as I alluded to at the beginning of this video, the reason why I'm not including hot glue is because, well, just check it out here. Here's a clip from the first time I made this video, and you can see the kind of damage that it actually ended up leaving. Let me show you how easy it is to actually get the hot glue off. Nothing metal. Don't ask me why I know that. And that, folks, is why I don't particularly like to use hot glue. Yeah. Well, that's it. The results are in. So don't mind me, I'm just going to be reading off my notebook because even that I can make fancy graphics. That's not been a staple of this channel, and I don't want it to become a staple of this channel. I got enough to do already. Okay, third place. 5952 with 15.1 pounds of holding power. In second place, VHB 4950 with 16.3 pounds. And our new champion with an outstanding 25.1 before the clip bent back. VHB 4991. That is incredible. I'm kind of disappointed in how 4910, our reigning champion, performed in this year's competition. It was all the way down in 5th place, but still a respectable 11.3. Remember, consider anything above 10 pounds, basically, you're good to go. As expected, our museum wax was a dud, though it did get an impressive 3.7 pounds, which I was actually very surprised about. No wonder why they use this on museum pieces and stuff like that. You know, where you're talking about rocking back and forth from a seismic event and not pulling down. With that said, don't use it on your Christmas lights. So your CA glues still worked great. 12.6 and 10.9 respectively. And obviously, don't buy crap off Amazon if you don't know what it is. So that is this for this year's competition. I will have links in the description below for all these products that you can get off of Amazon with my affiliate links. And if I can find them on Walmart, I got affiliate stores there. It helped me a lot. As well as that digital force meter, which actually came in quite handy, and I did drop it quite a few times in the first go of this video, and it's withstood the test of time. So I'll have that affiliate link as well down below. Now, if you guys got any suggestions for next year, please let me know. I always like to have one really random thing in there just to try. I'll probably try some different VHBs next time. So I'm probably going to do another video on the hot glue. Hot glue is actually great, or shouldn't I say great, very easy to remove if you use alcohol. So I'll show that, and then hopefully that will limit damage. But I am going to not be using it as extensively as I did last year because of what I showed you earlier. Yeah, I can't be doing that. I don't own this place. Yeah. So with that said, stay sleepy, my friends.